The 2018 South American World Cup qualifiers turned into an unusually difficult situation for the Brazilian national team. And this particular edition, especially the first couple of rounds, has all the makings of posing a real threat to the already struggling five-time world champions. Each wrinkle lining the face of veteran striker Ricardo Oliveira can also represent the times this guy has been the top scorer for the teams he's been through. From being a youth tirelessly running around the Corinthians terrão, those famed 1990s gravel pitches, to the most relevant club competitions later on, like the Libertadores, La Liga, Italy, Asia, to Brazil today. You name a place, he's probably scored there. As great as this is for the Santos striker and his loved ones, we all know the atmosphere in Dunga's group isn't happy-go-lucky at all, like in those old Nike commercial days of harmonious samba circles and laughter, like the last time Ricardo Oliveira was called for the national team, 9 years ago. What Brazilian football speech calls resenha is already long gone. It's 2015 and Brazilians place their faith in a player considered a substitute during the few times he's been with Brazil before. That's the grim reality of the situation. Either that, or recently we were simply blessed with a generation of true magicians, and now Brazil is just like any other team, normal. If Ricardo Oliveira will work out up in the offense, we'll only know after those first two qualifiers versus the continental champions in Santiago and Venezuela at home. All players, good or bad, and especially those with a history of injuries, lose physical and sometimes even technical capacity as they approach the age of 40. It's just the inevitable force of time intrinsic to the footballer's career. Nobody plays forever, especially at high level. Now, this is not yet visible in Ricardo Oliveira, specifically because he's an extremely hard worker and therefore in great shape. But the Santos striker has already entered this phase of his career. My point is, it'd be risky for Dunga to integrate Ricardo Oliveira in a team, believe it or not, still going through a developing stage, especially with the ultimate objective being 2-3 years from now, which is making the World Cup in Russia. But then again, we can't hide the fact that bad results will make life of the Brazilian national team even more difficult. Hence, this Ricardo Oliveira emergency call-up. Now, he won't arrive in Santiago as the savior like Romário did in 1993. But if results are so crucial this moment in time, which indeed they are, Dunga has to bring those in best shape, period. Based on this context, the league's top current scorers call-up is more than just. Now, last week I talked about the trouble the Brazilian youth goes through in football, and it rose some great responses from you guys. People like Rui, Hussein, Arland, and a few others. Now, what do you all think of Brazil turning to someone well over the age range reference players are usually found in? Does the 35-year-old Ricardo Oliveira actually give you hope, or is he simply the sheer representation of the downfall the Brazilian national team has undergone? Comment below and don't forget to hit subscribe at the bottom. I'll see you next week.